Anthony Barr, UCLA freshman, F-back. Anthony, first game, observations, what it was like to be out there for you?
It was a lot different than obviously high school. It was much faster. The environment was crazy. Had to settle in after a couple plays. I was kind of nervous out there, but once you get a few plays, you sort of settle in, and I had a good time.
Compare it. I know this is a ridiculous comparison, but compare it to almost your first high school game,
Yeah.
or your first varsity game.
Yeah.
Just in terms of maybe you weren't expected to do as much now, and yet probably the pressure's a lot more.
Definitely, it's weird how that works. Just being out there, you feel like you have the world on your shoulders. Your first snap, it's crazy out there.
Yeah.
High school, you don't feel a lot of pressure because you're a lot better than half the people out there. And when you get to college, everyone's just about equal. So it was definitely a lot different, but enjoyable at the same time.
In this F-back position, you're used to being a running back where you have the ball in your hand every play. As an F-back, you're running routes, you're blocking. Maybe you're going to get a couple handoffs every once in a while. What is it like having to focus on things that are so foreign to you, or at least we're so less important in the rest of your career?
Well, definitely blocking is a big deal at my position. My blocking wasn't as good as it could have been on Saturday. I didn't play to the whistle on a lot of plays. Sort of just got to my man and I pushed him away, and then I kind of stopped.
Yeah.
I need to work on that definitely. I think blocking is probably the biggest aspect as far as catching balls. I think once I get those things down, I'll be a lot better out there.
Does it take a different mindset to be a good blocker? Do you need to summon something different than maybe you do if you're running the ball or trying to catch it?
Well, it helps being running back, or had been being running back, because kind of what the running back wants.
Okay.
You go out there and you sort of try to help him by making his life easier by getting on the man and sort of shifting your body one way so we can go the other way. But a lot of blocks at my position ask for me to go 50-50 just straight up and let the running back cut off me.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a difficult job.
How old are you?
18.
You're 18 years old. You're playing against guys who are 22, some are 23.
Yeah.
Maybe see a 24-year-old out there. Do you feel the difference physically? Do you feel even a guy who's smaller than you and probably much smaller than you because you're a pretty big guy, do you feel that they maybe either know what they're doing more or they're just stronger at this point?
Even if you don't feel it, you can see it right away. The size of these guys is crazy. Kansas had some pretty big DNs, and it was a tough task blocking them, but you just got to do it. You got to go out there and give your body to the team, and it's not an easy job by any means, but it is what it is.
Last thing I have for you is obviously there are some situations where you'll be used differently than a Christian will be used or a Morel will be used. How important is it to you, the idea of making something out of every play? Do you think that's huge for you, or are you the kind of guy who's like, look, if I get 8 yards, that's 8 yards more than we had?
Well, you never want to do too much. I think that's a lot of the problem a lot of people have, is they try to do too extra and then they make a mistake here or there. First of all, I'm going to do my job, and then anything that comes with that comes after that is an extra, and it's great. But I want to get my job done, and then whatever happens after that is a plus.
Good stuff. Anthony Barr, UCLA freshman, F-back. Thanks, man.
No problem.